How's everybody doing today? Michael Ligori here with Cathedral Stone Products. Today we're going to be demoing marble repair mortar, the M120 Yan patching mortar for marble. The idea here is we want to implement the natural veining that's present in this particular stone. You're going to want to have the matching mortar for the predominant color of the stone. In this case, it's like a slight off-white. So we go ahead and we mix up our material here. We apply the M120 mortar in the pocket where we're going to be patching. The prep work is the same as all the other mortars, 1/2 inch minimum, nice 90-degree square shoulders on the repair area. We lay the base color in, we overshoot the profile just like we always do, about an 1/8 inch high. We're going to let this sit for about 20 minutes to the point where it's not moving anymore. And then we're going to lay some veining colors inside of this patch repair. So we've applied the M120 marble repair mortar in the base color. We're now going to add our veining. The marble veining is a little rich in color, so to thin it out, make it a little lighter, we're going to add a little bit of the blue marble veining and combine that with some M120 in the white color. And when we mix these together, we're still going to have a pretty dark vein, but not too dark, so it's going to match more close to the existing. Add a little water. Now we are going to cut grooves into the patch. We did a light pre-screeding with the myriad just to take it to a level playing field and get some of the bulk material off of the patch. Now we're going to go ahead and cut our grooves and implement the veining into the repair. Try to match the veining with the existing vein direction. So in this case, I see a vein coming through this way. I'm going to try to meet it right there. There's another couple veins here, so we're going to go ahead and try to match that as well. The key when cutting these grooves is you got to cut them deep enough. Because the material is thicker here, we got to make sure we're penetrating with the trowel deep enough into the grooves so that when we press the veining in, they remain present when we finally screed this. Okay, now it's time to add the veining into the grooves. Scrape the excess off. We'll let this sit for a period of about 20 to 30 minutes. The M120 dries pretty fast. And then we'll go ahead and screed this and be left with some nice veins to match the existing marble. Okay, so we've let the marble repair mortar sit for a while. The veining is in place. Now we're going to start to trim and screed back and get back to closer to profile. And we're going to reveal some nice veins as we go here. you'll start to notice the veins sort of thinning out a little bit as we go, and that's kind of what we want. We put them in a little thicker with the idea that as we screed into this repair, we're going to get a nice thin vein that starts to make its way to the surface. So that would be it for your screed. The last thing we're going to do here is just run over the surface of the repair with a dry trowel. And what we're going to do with that is basically close up a little bit of the pores here and give it a slight smooth finish. And that works favorably for the veins as it just sort of lets them bleed a little nicely into the white adjacent mortar. Last but not least, we will go around the edges one more time with our natural rubber closed cell sponge and remove any excess mortar that may have made its way onto the stone's surface. So that's the end result of the marble patch with the veining implemented inside of it. This will cure to a color very similar to you see here on the existing stone. Keep in mind when you're working out there in the field, you'll have different versions of marble. Some will be light, some will be a little darker. So it's important that you try to match the background color to your existing to get the desired look. And the end goal here is to make the repair less visible. So that concludes the marble repair veining video for today. For more information and videos like this, feel free to reach out to me directly or visit yan.news.